to the channel for another video, and we've got pickups again today. I have a whole bunch of stuff that arrived this weekend, and unfortunately there was supposed to be one additional box that showed up, but the post office kind of messed up the area codes and sent it to the post office in the wrong town. So probably have an extra 2 days wait on that one. So couple more figures that you'll have to wait for a few more days to see. But we're going to go ahead and start this one off with the anime pickups first. And beginning with Rail Wars on Blu-ray from Sentai Filmworks. And I picked this one up mainly because, I don't know, some of you may have noticed I have quite a few train videos on my channel also, and that's one of the other things that I'm quite a bit of a rail fan. So this anime kind of works for me, kind of the way that Galaxy Express 3.9 did, only this is definitely more of a comedy than, you know, 3.9 is definitely more of a heart jerker. But this series says here takes place in an alternate version of Japan where the nationalized railway system was never privatized. So Takayama here, he's an ordinary high school student, and he aspires to live a comfortable life working at the Japanese National Railways. And he ends up working as a security force trainee and has to unwillingly deal with a strange bunch of colleagues and also apparently some group of extremists who are fighting to privatize the railway. So yeah, this is one I picked up from the Sentai Filmworks sale from Right Stuff, and excuse me, I believe this was supposed to come out in April, so definitely an early release to get this one here before even mid-March. Blu-ray Region A on this one, and I believe is subtitle only. There is no dub that I am aware of on this one. So let's kind of take a little closer look at the disc inside here as well. And it's another one of these with the little side locking mechanism that I don't like. But yeah, another series release from Sentai that's pretty basic. All episodes on one disc, and no real inserts or anything else that come with this. So once again, you know, one of those that looks more like a budget title the way it's released, but surprised that they're putting it out at like the $59, $69 normal SRP when there's only one disc in there. So you really wouldn't think this is that expensive for them to release, that they would have to jack up the price so much. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. So next up on the slate here we have Ghost Stories, and this is the recent re-release from Discotek, and picked this one up, of course, during the recent Discotek / Eastern Star sale over at Right Stuff. And many of you are probably aware of this one, that it's basically originally was released by ADV Films. It fucking bombed over in Japan, and they basically told ADV, hey, do whatever it takes to get this to sell in North America. So they completely rewrote the script on this one and put in one of the most hilarious comedic scripts ever. So really happy that Discotek decided to pick this one up for re-release and get it out there again. The storyline on this one, it is the tale of Satsuki, who moves with her family to the hometown of her deceased mother. And on her first day of school, Satsuki, her brother Kichiro, a first grader, their neighbors Hajime Momoko, who's an older schoolmate, and Leo, a classmate and friend of Hajime's with a penchant for the paranormal, visit the abandoned school building adjacent to the current school complex and discover it is haunted. Surprise of surprises. It is soon after revealed that Satsuki's mother was responsible for sealing several ghosts who haunted not only the school but the town, and they are now released due to the urbanization taking place in the surrounding area. Satsuki's mother left behind a book detailing how to exorcise the ghosts once and for all In her first confrontation, Satsuki faces a demon, but in the process, she seals somebody else there with Satsuki's pet cat. And although the demon doesn't want to help her at first, the danger soon threatens to envelop the town. It is left up to Satsuki, her friends, and the demon cat to stop the ghosts. And at last, with the help of the demon cat, the friends finally are able to exorcise the ghosts. So, I don't know if anybody actually would even bother to watch this for the plot. They're just looking for the nonsensical dub that is absolutely hilarious. But as I said before, it's really cool that Eastern Star / Discotech picked this one up and gave it a re-release. So why don't we go ahead and kind of take a quick look at the release here. And now that we got it all unwrapped, there is the front, as you've seen. We'll go ahead and flip her over quick. So you can take a look at the backside artwork on here. Region 1 on the discs, so North American release, of course. And this is a 3-disc set, and only real complaint that I would have is that the screenings, except for the number at the bottom, essentially are all exactly the same. So Discotech, no credit for trying to create a little different screening artwork for the 3 discs, but, you know, not too bad overall, at least better than the normally monotone ones that you see from Funimation. Going forward, let's get into a couple of the budget title buys lately. Yes, Right Stuff had one of those sales where they did like $5, $7.50, and $10, depending on the title that you bought. And originally, I was not going to buy into any of them, but I kind of had a change of heart after I did some buys from the Discotech sale and needed to stretch my dollars a little bit to get over the $49 free shipping threshold. So one of them that I picked up is Girls und Panzer, and even though it says Girls and Panzer, you know, on the front here, I guess you should be pronouncing it und, since I suppose it's thought more of as German. No idea, but I did originally watch a little of this on Crunchyroll and just kind of phased it out little by little. And, you know, it was one that honestly I wouldn't normally think of picking up, but when you get down to $5, you know, that's extremely reasonable, and for $5 I am perfectly willing to watch this again. And if I don't like it, $5 is $5. What am I out, like a sandwich for a day or something? So a little bit about this one here. The story takes place in a universe where historical World War II era tanks are maintained for warfare competitions, and large carrier ships known as Academy ships support mobile sea communities. Of the many activities that high school girls can participate in, one is Sensodu, the way of the tank, the art of operating tanks, which is considered a traditional martial art. So Nishizumi, a girl from a prestigious family of Sensodo practitioners who became traumatized by a past event, transfers to this high school to get away from Sensodo, as she presumed the school was no longer practicing the sport. However, after she begins her new school life and makes some new friends, the student council announces the revival of it and coerces her, the only student with prior experience, to join. So while she's reluctant to join at first, having practically been forced to do so, she soon warms up to it again and comes to enjoy the practice. After which the school prepares to enter a national championship facing off against other schools. So, yeah, once again, you know, $5 worth picking up. I know there's also an OVA of this, but I'm going to wait that one out because they still want, I believe, $20-some plus for the OVA. No, I'm going to pass on that one for now until I can pick that one up cheap as well, if I don't end up selling this beforehand. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the DVD release here. Break to get that unwrapped there. 3 DVDs in this collection. This is, as always, DVD Region 1 release from Sentai Filmworks. 3 discs, meaning, yes, we do have an English dub on this one for those of you which English dubs are a must. Take a look at the back here. And then let's go ahead and open her up. Take a look at our 3 discs inside, and as always with Sentai Filmworks, very nice screenings on these. And unlike the Ghost Stories release, we have, of course, 3 different screening artworks for each of the discs, which is nice because that definitely sets them apart. One last one to get to here, the Blu-ray release from Sentai Filmworks of, and I believe it's pronounced Coicent, and 5 numbers. Coicent is a quick time jump to the 26th century where a school trip to a rebuilt 21st century city turns into a wild adventure for Shinichi. While chasing a talking deer that steals his bag, he runs into a strange girl trying to elude even stranger pursuers, and then things get really wild. It almost sounds like somebody was smoking weed when they came up with this one. It's a mad dash through the city of the past as 2 young people discover a chance at a new future. And then the other one on here is 5 numbers. So this is what, like possibly 2 different OVA, 1 episode, like, things. I don't know what you want to call it, but 5 numbers, it says here, 4 people awake to find themselves in the ultimate prison. An ex-soldier, a beautiful woman, an average Joe, and a young computer hacker. Why are they there, and what connection links them all? Plus, how can they escape? The answer seems to lie with the 5th prisoner, an old man who knows far more than he is telling. And then there's the cat. It's the ultimate locked room mystery, and all their lives hinge on solving it. And it's a storyline to me that sounds like it could actually fill up more than half a disc, because there is a total of 60 minutes runtime for the 2 features that are on here. So going from that synopsis, it seems like that story could definitely take more than 30 minutes to tell, but hey, whatever. It was cheap, and I bought it. And again, if I don't like it, I don't feel bad that I wasted, I think, like, what, $7.50 on this one, so not a big deal. Alright, so again, this one from Sentai Filmworks. Let's go ahead and unwrap it and take a look at it here quick. Alright, looks like we got Blu-ray disc Region A, and I believe this is got dubs on it. For those of you, again, who like the English dubs, well, we got the English dubs for you. So there is, I guess, when you look at it this way, there is a tie-in why they would put both of these on here. 2 epic adventures of escape and pursuit, as it says here. So maybe they're tied in somehow. Who knows? The only way to find out will be to watch it, of course. And quick look on the inside here. We have a pretty basic screening as well, but hey, at least it's multicolor and looks better than most that Funimation has done recently. So kudos to Sentai Filmworks, and double kudos to Right Stuff for selling these off dirt cheap. Maybe there's a reason for that, though, but again, as I said, the only way to find out will be to watch this. One other thing to get to here before I go over to the figure pickups from Ami Ami. I did also pick up the Rurouni Kenshin New Kyoto arc on DVD from Sentai Filmworks. Now, most of you are probably going, why didn't you buy the Blu-ray? It was only $2.50 more. Well, the friend that I bought this for doesn't have a Blu-ray player hooked up to their HD TV, and yeah, maybe if I make a few extra bucks here soon, maybe I'll even spring for a Blu-ray player for him for one of these days. But for now, $5 DVD, great pickup here. Why not? So, and she's a big Rurouni Kenshin fan too, so it only made sense. So a couple game prize figure pickups from Ami Ami. These, as most always when I get these from Ami Ami, are considered pre-owned, although I can't really tell that these have ever been taken out of the box before. But a couple pickups from the working series, because we have Popura and we also have Inami here. And as I've mentioned in quite a few of my videos, I love these pre-owned pickups, and especially the game prize figures, because I think a lot of these you're getting a great buy. And considering how much most people probably put down to get these out of the arcades over there in Japan, I mean, paying $15 to $20 for one of these is not completely crazy at all, in my opinion. And it's certainly saving over a lot of them, which would be in the 50, 60 plus range for a figure about the same size, although these I don't believe are ever to a certain kind of scale. They look like they would, to me, fall into about the 1 to 8, maybe 1 to 10, somewhere in that range, depending on which figure you get here. And definitely, as I mentioned, not to scale, because Popura seems awfully tall here when you're looking at her in the box versus Inami, because if you watch the anime, you know she is definitely not as tall as like one head below Inami. She might come up to Inami's chest, if that, and I don't mean to bring chest size into this video, but let's go ahead and get these out of the box here quick and take a look at them. So, definitely very nicely done on both of these. They are both Sega prize figures. Did not mention that earlier, but very nice sculpt on these, very nice paint, and each one has, and bring this in close here, each one has the grand menu, if I can get my camera to focus on there. Inami carries one as well. You just had to kind of fit it into her hand there. But the grand menu for the Wagnaria restaurant. And so that's it for our girls from working. I got one more to get to here, and hopefully I can get this done before my camera dies. Wrapping things up here with one last pre-owned figure pickup from Ami from the anime Astarotte no Omocha, or Astarote's Toy. This is Ygvar Astarotte, or most of the time you're going to hear her referred to as Lotte-sama by her security person slash assistant in the anime. So this is, I turn this here, a 1:8 scale pre-painted figure of her, as shown on the side of the box here, and on the back you kind of get some close-up photos of the figure as well, including a little bit of the panty shot there. And on the side here, another nice one of her face. This is a cool box too, because it does have a heart-shaped cutout on the top of it as well. And we have our information on the bottom also, Kotobukya on this one. So let's go ahead and get into the box here and get the princess out. Here we have our princess all put together and on her stand. And definitely a very nicely done figure, I have to say. Extremely well detailed and very sharp, especially on the hair antennae also. And they got every detail down right to the little cutout she has right in the middle of her dress there as well. And as I mentioned also, they showed on the box the little panty shot there and where her tail comes out as well. So this is definitely a anime that I hope will get a physical release in North America soon. It's been out quite a few years now, and I did unbox a little mini Nendoroid collection that I bought a couple years ago from someone on eBay, and I'm trying to think how long that's been now. That's been quite a while now. So, yeah, I saw this one pre-owned on Ami's website, and you know, when I opened it just now, pre-owned with TLC, because the factory seals had never been broken on it. The tape on the box was the original seal, and even inside, all the original seal and tape and everything was still on there yet. So this was cool to pick up, and I think it was almost 50% off the original list price, only because the box itself was considered a little bit damaged on the outside. So just one of the many reasons I love shopping at Ami for my figures. All right, that is going to wrap this video up now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and hopefully we'll get another video for you here soon. I don't remember if I mentioned before or not, but there was supposed to be one additional box showing up from Ami today. However, the post office kind of jumbled up the area codes that were on the boxes, and sent it to the post office in the wrong town, which was like 40 miles from here. So gonna have to wait another day for that one to get sent back to the main post office in Des Moines and recirculated up this way. So thanks, guys, for tuning in to another video on the channel. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Actually, one last thing I want to get to before I go. I did finally get around to taking all my Fighting Climax figures out of their boxes and have them kind of set up over here. So sorry about the lighting on this, because obviously it's a bright sunny day right now, and I've got these over by my window for display currently until I can find a better spot. But this will kind of give you a glimpse of all 8 out anyway, and kind of top here too. And it's funny, one of these I actually had to cut the back off the box because they had a little intricate setup to make this little, and it's really tough to see, but like the vending machine that gets kicked around in the game here. So that is included. It's just simply the back of one of the boxes cut out and put on a little stand that's almost kind of a bit too small and doesn't really function all that well. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw this on the end of the video quick, that I had gotten all 8 of these finally taken out of the box and up on at least a temporary sort of display.